Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's Mr.BuyTheDip back here with another video. I will be talking about my 2025 portfolio. So lock in and let's make this video quick because I know you guys are busy. I'm busy. And I'm just trying to squeeze a video in here, educational video here for you guys, and some technical indicators for you guys to realize. Okay, so number one thing, my portfolio is not going to change too much. The only thing that's going to change in here is AMD and GameStop. Okay, these are two risky investments I've made. As long as fuel cell energy, I don't care about fuel cell energy. It's only $18. I'm losing whatever, I don't care. Okay, but the two main focuses I have to get out of my portfolio is GameStop and AMD. GameStop is on a verge to break out to $55, $50, $45 per share price. Okay, we already know based on 2020, based on 2021, what they did is kind of reoccurring 3 to 2 years later. Okay, so it's a very, very exciting news about GameStop, but let's ignore everything. Okay, let's ignore everything on here right now and look at what I have set for you guys. These are things to consider while holding each stock. Okay, diversifying, not selling on a loss, considering using technical indicators. Now be careful when you invest in a stock. Okay, do not just invest because YouTubers are telling you to invest, because you hear your 35-year-old millionaire crypto bro telling you to invest. Okay, it's all fun and games to invest when people call a stock out, but usually if you're hearing it on TikTok, it is too late. I'm sorry to tell you. If you're seeing too many videos about it on YouTube, it is too late. Okay, so things to consider when holding each stock is even not chasing. Okay, if you have invested in a stock and you see that's gonna get potential gain, and you have 1,000 to 100 shares, that's where the main focus should be. If you have 1,000 to 100 shares in a stock, okay, that's where you're gonna see those major returns back. You're not gonna see major returns with 2 to 3 to 5 to 10 shares. I'm sorry to tell you. Okay, as simple as that. Now, considering my portfolio, it's hard to diversify when you don't have a lot of money to work with, but the good thing you can get is experience. Okay, especially for 17, 16, 15, you can get experience, and then you can get good background on each stock and knowing how long-term, short-term investments are. So not selling on a loss I'm the perfect example of that. Look at me on NVIDIA. Why the heck would I sell if I'm down right here? If I'm down $5, if I'm down $4, I know my share price is slightly high, okay? But what I also know is how NVIDIA has moved this past year. I mean, they ended the year off up over 100%. They went up crazy all the way till June. They did a split, right? I know all these nice things that they did with the stock, so they're gonna keep improving their technical industry stock. And I always know that these AI chips and the energy stocks and the technology stocks are always growing. So what I'm always doing is I'm keeping my TradingView tab open, and I'm keeping my indicators on these candlesticks, because all the money, all the knowledge is in these candles. They're in this skinny cross candle, this big bearish candle, right? These buying signs are so simple to understand, but they're so effective, guys. Okay, so number thing is not selling on a loss. Okay, using technical indicators, MACD, RSI. No more chasing what other people are saying. Okay, put your mind into something, put your mind into an indicator, and realize when to buy on your own time as well. Okay, it's okay to pinpoint prices that other people are talking to you about, but how do they find those prices? Well, they use indicators. Okay, what are technical indicators? It's a technical way to look at a graph. Okay, master and understand one, so you know when to sell and buy. Okay, now you can apply these indicators on CashApp. Use TradingView. If you go on CashApp, okay, you get a pretty standard graph here. You guys can see all the activity I've done over the past year, and I kind of buy all the time. The stock goes lower. I'm kind of selling up top, right? And you see those technical things, right? I'm always buying when it dips down, and as it's always going lower, I kind of buy. And number one thing I'll tell you, Cash App is not the best graph. Okay, you can't really customize the graph. You can't really pinpoint support and resistance. Resistance is basically where a stock hits a mountain peak and it comes back down. Okay, you can't pinpoint those type of things. But with TradingView, for example, I did some chart work with Walmart a long time ago, and everything that I did with Walmart, it made sense to me because it just showed me everything that I did. So if you guys look at Walmart right now, look at this. I made these two lines a long time ago, back when the stock was, back when the stock had a resistance level of 90.43, and it had a support of 90.22. That stuff stays on here, so I can delete this anytime and it can stay on there anytime. As you guys can see, I also have the MACD indicator right down below, and it's very simple to add these, very simple to delete these, and they're so effective, guys. And you can do all this on your phone while you're at work, while you take your little 20-25 minute break. Pull up these indicators, pull up these these small ways to perfecting your craft. Okay, you cannot make $1 million in 5 to 10 years or work in a regular job. I'm sorry to tell you, okay? So why not put some time, efficiency, and money into something that's going to give you some good return back, okay? Now, let's look at an example of an indicator, okay? If you guys look at this picture down here, all the way down here, okay, there's a regular graph up top, and then there's a signal line that's orange, and there's the MACD line. MACD line is kind of like the average of all the share prices, and it indicates when the stock goes higher. You guys see on the left side of this graph at the bottom, on the left side, as the stock is higher, the MACD line, the blue line at the bottom, is high. The signal line should be your buying point. If you guys see the signal line is crossing the MACD line below, you want to buy and get in, okay? Or if this is too complicated for you, okay, it shouldn't be though. I mean, let me show you guys how to add the MACD on your graph. I mean, here I have NVIDIA, right? Here's this crazy looking graph for NVIDIA, right? I'm just going to hit this indicators, and I'm going to look up MACD, okay? Moving average conversions, diversions, boom, and it's added. As you guys can see, it kind of shows you when to buy. As simple as that. So if I zoom in right here, right, I'll go down here, I see the stock goes all the way down, okay? It goes all the way down to $35. And you see that the signal line, typically the orange line, is kind of down low, and the blue line is crossing it. That is when you know to buy. Okay, if we look at 135.90 on the CashApp graph, where's 135.90? Oh, 135 is right here. Well, 135.90 is about right below here, okay? About between this gap is 135.90. So if you would have bought right here 135.90, you would have been making profit up here at 139. So you have 36, 37, 38, about $3 to $4 move right there, right then and there, if you would have bought around here. Okay, so this is so useful, but it's not always true. Okay, make sure you're efficient, make sure you're using risk management, as well as being sure that you know that it's not always going to hit. Okay, just because the indicator is telling you is down, it's not always going to be true. Okay, so MACD and RSI is something I use. And RSI is something I use for a position like AMC or something like GameStop. But really the technical thing here is to perfect one indicator, realize what to do with it, and go from there. Okay, now moving on, what is my focus in 2025 is GME squeeze. GameStop is going to squeeze to 45 to 48, and that's my goal. Okay, number one thing, I've been holding the stock for a long time now. Okay, let's go all the way back to about June of the 2024, July 2024 is when I was holding GameStop. And if you guys don't, I was at a $70 loss in GameStop, simply because of being greedy, simply because of chasing, not listening to myself, not making any technical indicators. And I know my faults. Okay, I live and I learned. And the number one thing I did though was hold an average down. You guys can see I entered it at a wrong time, but what I did was I instantly started buying dips at a lower price. I'm buying at 27.92. Okay, if I would have put $100 here at 27.92, I would have been making money right now, and I would have been up. Okay, I would have been up 10-12%. Okay, if you have $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, that's a good move. 10,000 in a couple days, couple weeks, right? 10%, 12% up in a couple weeks. You just sell right there and take your profits and get out, right? But the main thing here I understood was my average cost share was too high. But I look back on the graph, and I look back on how this squeezed in May, okay? And that gave me hope, okay? And the way the RSI is also another indicator. The RSI is similar to what it was back in 2021. This squeeze is similar to 2021. Look at 2021. I know my history, guys. I know my history of GameStop. I know about Roaring Kitty. Okay, I know about the Netflix show that's called Dumb Money. Okay, I've seen it over and over. I have studied this stock. I know what I'm talking about. This squeeze, AMC squeeze. What is going to happen this year, I believe, around this time? Again, we're gonna squeeze. We're gonna see squeeze February to May, because what happened 2021? Same thing happened 2021. Okay, I'm not giving you guys false hope, but I'm giving you the correct idea. I'll say that over and over again. Look at 2021, February 2021. GameStop went up, blasted up, right? We're all the way down here to 1.22 share price. Look at this, and we go all the way up to 2. We go all the way up to 47. This is not the right share price. The actual share price is probably hidden. The actual share price, GameStop went up to like $300, $200, and they disabled the buying button and Robinhood, and a lot of other bullcrap happened. So I hope you guys have watched the movie called Dumb Money as well. Do your research, because I have. Okay, and we saw this little squeeze in July 2024, and that's where I bought the wrong time, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but what I've done ever since then is average down, and I'm easily going to make profit in the next 4 to 5 months. I just need a little bit more time of holding, okay? So that's my biggest goal for GameStop. AMD to 144, NVIDIA to 200, S&P 500 is to hold to 2028, buy dips, and my dividend stock is O. Fuel cell energy, I'm just looking to, end that off on a loss if I can. I don't even care about the stock like that, to be honest. I'm going to take that loss and put it towards either NVIDIA or AMD, okay? Biggest thing with AMD, guys, is realize that AMD is going to grow. But the thing about it is 144, 145, I mean, that's where I'm selling it at. And if NVIDIA is down, I'm going to take all that money, put it in NVIDIA. Simple as that. AMD and NVIDIA are like, they're like far cousins that kind of hate each other. Okay, so keep that in mind. This is my portfolio for 2025. Take some of these things with you as you're watching this video. Okay, I could be wrong with a few things, or you could not like some of the things I say, which is totally fine. Discuss with that with me in the comments. Tell me what I'm, what the things I said and how could they be different. Some of the strategies I use, why you wouldn't use them. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. I hope 2025 is a great year for you. Okay, let's lock in. We got the number 1 month already going, so 11 more months after this month, and we're going to see some major gains. I hope you guys have a blast this month, because it is an inauguration day soon. Okay, so thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.